Hey, welcome back to another episode here on the Fellowship SMP server. I've been utilizing our new melon farm and trading with the villagers for emeralds. We'll need emeralds for our Halloween minigame that I mentioned at the end of my last episode. It's actually quite fortunate that we completed our melon farm when we did. And while I was up here trading, I noticed something. This guy sells an enchanted book, Curse of Binding, for 1 emerald. And this jungle villager over here sells the same enchanted book for twice the price. Look at that. It's the same book, dude. How can you charge double for the same product? What a ripoff. Mojang, can we just get set pricing for all villager trades? Anyway, I thought I would just quickly point that out, but let's get on with this video. We have a lot to do in so little time. It's already the beginning of October and we need to get things done before Halloween. First, we need to complete our minigame, and we have a decent amount of emeralds so far. We might need a few more stacks and then we should be done. Hopefully that will be enough so everyone that wants to play has a chance. Then we need to build a house for Blue and Zombie to cover up their minigame for Halloween. It's a Halloween extravaganza! So let's get started with me gathering up materials, and then I'll meet you over by the Great Pumpkin of 2022. Here we are at spawn, and 2 things before we begin. First, I mentioned in my last episode, Blue built his jack-o'-lantern last Halloween, when in fact it was Jake, aka Seriously. We're calling him Jake from now on. Thanks, Jake. I'm hijacking this jack-o'-lantern this year. Jake built this last year for Blue to use, and now it's our turn, whether they like it or not. And secondly, you can kind of see things in the background being built. What's going on here? Apparently, everyone is building some kind of tombstone or mausoleum for themselves this Halloween. I think the idea is to set your spawn there so that if and when you die, you resurrect from your burial plot. Now, you can see some examples behind me, and if we have time this episode, maybe we can build one too. Just add it to the growing list of things I need to get done before Halloween. Yeesh. Now, on to our minigame. I want to demonstrate some of the redstone contraptions that I'm going to incorporate into our game. So let's take out our redstone box and pull out a dropper and some hoppers, comparators, redstone dust, of course, and probably redstone lamps to show the contraption is working. We're going to build a randomizer. So let's put down our dropper and then a hopper going into that dropper. And then we're gonna need some items to put into that dropper. So let's pull out a non-stackable item like this wooden shovel, put it inside. Now we need to trigger this dropper with a button. Do I have a button? We activate this dropper and we'll see the shovel in the hopper before putting it back into the dropper. I am speed. And now we just need to put a comparator to read the signal strength from the hopper, and no, just 1 comparator, followed by 3 redstone dust and then a lamp just to show that it's working. Of course, we push the button, see? It turns on, just like I said it would. Now, what would happen if we were to put a normal stackable item, like a stick, into the dropper? The signal strength drops to 1. There's not enough power to light the lamp 3 blocks away. This means we can use a simple redstone contraption to randomly disperse items at different locations in our minigame. Now let's take this one step further and replace the redstone lamp with a dropper. If we put an apple in the dropper and then activate the first dropper, we'll see that the signal strength isn't strong enough to activate the dropper with the apple. This is expected. But now let's add a shovel, so we'll have a 50-50 chance of that dispenser to shoot out an apple. And there we go. Redstone at its finest. That was the basics of a randomizer, but now let's build off of this redstone circuit. We can actually hook up 2 output droppers from 1 randomized signal with repeaters. Do I have any repeaters? We put down another comparator looking at the dropper, and this time we only put 1 redstone dust, followed by 3 repeaters going along this way to create a second drop point. Now we need to lock it with the 4th repeater because we don't want 2 items to drop, we just want one or the other. Let's put down another redstone lamp, and let's head back and press the button. We'll see that either the light goes on, perfect, or if we get lucky with the probability, we'll see an item pop out. Wait, I forgot to put the apple in. But you heard the dropper, right? I gotta sleep. So So let's press this button again and we'll hear the dropper fire while the redstone lamp stays off. It's off because the redstone signal from this repeater cuts the incoming signal from reaching the redstone lamp. So if the dropper puts out a signal strength of 1, we'll see the opposite happen where the redstone lamp activates. There we go. No dropper noise that time. I hope that makes sense because it took a long time for me to figure that out. Better watch your back. I'm coming for you, Mumbo Jumbo. Coming for you. Anyway, what is this all for? I'm going to use this redstone concept to randomly drop the exit key somewhere in the maze that we're building under the jack-o'-lantern. So I'm going to clean up this mess, and then I'll start digging deep underground to clear out space big enough for this spooky Halloween maze. Alrighty, everything is cleaned up, and now I'm ready to show you what I've done so far. So come into the spooky jack-o'-lantern where the fun begins. I made a drop chute to enter the maze, and luckily, there's a huge cavern below, so we didn't have to do too much digging. There's so much room for activities! I'd like to start by adding all the redstone on the bottom stone layer, just so I know where I can start and end the maze. Then on the second layer of this project, I'll build the actual interior on top of the redstone. I plan to have different themes for each section of this maze where there will be hazardous obstacles to slow down the progress of the player. Nothing crazy or super dangerous, stuff like cobwebs, soul sand, honey blocks, pointed dripstone, stuff to make the speedrunning of this maze a complete pain. So I'll be utilizing the redstone mechanics to randomly drop the maze key somewhere in the maze where the player will have to find in order to exit the game. And once they exit, they'll have bragging rights on the server. Pretty easy, right? So I'm gonna get started on this project and I'll bring you updates in just a second. That was quick. As you can see behind me, I set up the basic randomizing redstone circuit that we'll be using, and I didn't want to go too far just yet because I didn't want to spoil any of the complexities of this maze. I intend to add another randomizer circuit at the end of each line that you can see now so that it splits into more areas of this maze. I also want to show you the entrance where the players will start. It's a small hallway where the player will drop in from above, and hopefully the button is obvious enough. Walk through over the pressure plate that triggers the randomizing circuit. Yay! The redstone lamp lit up. You have no idea how optimistic that just made me feel. I'm really starting to think this is gonna work. So let me spend some time here and finish up, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. And we're done! In just a few short hours, we have completed our spooky, super fun time Halloween maze where fellows will enjoy some thrills, chills, and maybe a little bit of excitement exploring each section of this maze. It really isn't a difficult game. Just walk around and look for an emerald key to make your escape. I've tested this out a few times, but perhaps we need a test guinea pig to run this course. Okay.
Welcome to the Halloween maze. Read everything. Reset spawn. Take all your stuff off. No eating. Find a maze key to escape. If you win, I get to brag. If I win, I get to brag.
Yep.
And it might kill me. Okay. Set spawn.
It probably won't. You'd have to do something extremely wrong to die.
Okay. All of my stuff. Oh, should I be full food before I go in?
Sure. I don't know if that... Okay, yeah.
A little bit more.
You might pick up a stone block down there.
Okay. In I go.
Have fun.
Whee!
The Blue had a pretty successful run, and our Halloween maze is now officially open to anyone on the server. Thank you, Blue, for testing out the game and making sure everything worked as intended. Hopefully, we get a few more victims into our trap. I mean participants in our game. Let's move on to the next segment of this episode. We're gonna put off Blue and Zombie's haunted house because I figured we'd have some time to work on our tombstone like everyone else. Everyone is building something fairly large and detailed, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do or where to put it. Maybe if I do something quick and something simple, it should suffice. Then we wouldn't have to worry about gathering up too many resources or feel the pressure of having to get it done in time for Halloween. I think maybe if I just have it in this location right next to the jack-o'-lantern of fun, we can build our tombstone. Again, nothing big, but we still want to let everyone know it's our tombstone. So let's get going. Hey, who's that handsome fella? It's me. Of course it's me. Obviously, I'm talking about the stone monument behind me, but the resemblance is uncanny. This way, there's no need for signs or reading required, just one look and nobody can mistake this memorial plot for someone else's. I mean, look at all the hard work we put into it. Took about 10 seconds of replay footage to get it all done, but don't you think for a second that just because we sped through the design and build that it lacks quality. It is made from the finest stones one can acquire in Minecraft. Not only do we have the amazing sculpture raised high for all to see, we have the symbolic blue flames to signify the everlasting impact that I have on this server. You can pretty much ask anyone that's online right now. Not to brag, I do have quite the impact here on the server, and look at that, already being called out in chat. Anyway, I'm not too sure what else I need to do here, except maybe do a little landscaping or texturing the grass so it doesn't look too flat, but other than that, I think we're done here. I should probably get started on Blue and Zombie's haunted house of horrors. Blue is going to come over and help build, which is super nice of her. And just so you know, the house we'll be building isn't the first design I submitted to them. I definitely wanted to make sure that they're okay with the design before I started building anything. After the first few house designs I submitted for review, I was quickly running out of ideas and I scoured Reddit for build ideas and came across a house built by the talented SwordSelfMC. It's a little modified from the original, but the shape and color palettes are pretty much the same. So let's get over there and jump right into another time lapse. And there we have it. The haunted house is done and dusted. It's almost the same build as the one I found on Reddit with a few exceptions. I just want to point this out from the last episode. Do you care about what it looks like, what materials I use, anything like that?
You have free range.
Looks haunted, and I can help build, and I can provide materials, so don't worry, you can...
Yeah, I thought that's what they said, but apparently sandstone, granite, copious amounts of ancient debris, lodestones, and netherite blocks were not allowed. So much for free range on materials, at least we got paid for this job. I think we made out like bandits, especially since it's not even our build design. More? Okay.
We got a
Thank
lot
you.
of payments.
Ah. You guys are sweetening up the deal.
It's not just trash. I promise it's not trash.
Looks like I got the trick on them and got the treat for us. Anyway, thanks to Blue and Nell for helping me build this house, and I hope everyone gets to enjoy the Halloween game that's being built underneath it. I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode here because I'm running out of time to start something new on this episode. So yeah, it's a little shorter than usual, but I think I'm gonna save something very special at the end of this video. I mean, I always do, but this one in particular, I think you'll enjoy. So where do we go from here? I think in the next episode, we'll get back on track at our base and build up that bamboo farm, plant those pitcher pod flowers, and deal with whatever shenanigans we find on this server. Hey, that house does look pretty good though. Thanks again Reddit and SwordSelfMC for the reference material. I was definitely running out of ideas after the first two haunted houses I built for them didn't meet the quote-unquote defined requirements for the haunted house. And hey, look, Blue is still here hanging out sorting through the leftover material. I think she'll probably finish up the interior pretty soon. And why am I not sticking around for that? Well, it wasn't part of the deal, mostly because they're still sorting out the redstone and all that, and they didn't want to redo any designs while they're still working out where everything goes. So yeah, we definitely got a good deal on this project since we didn't have to bring materials or to clean up this mess. I wonder if they need some help terraforming done as well. You'll probably see some of the missing dirt around the foundation, and this place could use a few custom trees and whatnot. I should probably get going before they pull me back into this project for that kind of stuff. We just need to know when to stop talking and just walk away. Isn't that right, Mr. Pig? We should just go. Anyway, I guess I'll just head back to the base now and start getting ready for the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, in I go.
Have fun.
Whee! Whee!
Yay, you did it.
That was fun.
Congratulations.
I can
job.
see how, yes, I would have to screw up pretty badly to die in there. Hey, uh-huh.
Right. Good thing I put that reminder there.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
You did it.
I went in there
Alright.
completely
So we're-
terrified. We definitely need to make a wall of shame if anyone does die in that. That
Okay.
would be truly impressive.
Yes.
Okay, so I just go in there?
Yep.
Okay, bye! You.
Yay, you made it.
Like a dolphin at the end. Hey, hello there!
Time to have fun.
Wait, wrong one. Wrong one. Did you reset your spawn?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hey, you made it.
Because of binding?
Was that?
You son of a... Oh, you're evil.
You get a free Halloween costume. Okay. Well,
Okay, before we start, what is my percentage chance of dying, do you think?
50%.
Darn it, that's not good odds, but we live it. Oh, jeez, am I supposed to jump down there?
Yep. You're ready, just fall right in and go.
Bye-bye!
Welcome back.
What? I literally thought I was going to die. I didn't think I had a chance. 50%. You need to do your maths all over. Your calculus is not very good.
Yep. When you're ready, you
Yeah.
just go down there. You know, Corey did it really fast. He just he ran through it. It was pretty impressive.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
my thing's being weird.
I did it.
Yay! You did it. See, that wasn't so bad, right?
I didn't die.
Good job.
Okay, that's a hilarious face.
Yeah, I know, and no, I can't.
Hey, you did it.
If I were to do that again, I would never remember
Magic
what I did
costume.
last time.
You have magic costumes. Thanks. See you next time.
Yeah, that was fun.